this is your instructor Joy. Today we are going to talk about practicing with a metronome. Whether it's mechanical, whether it's a metronome that you downloaded on your phone, does not matter. Whatever metronome it is, it's steady and loud enough so that you can hear while you're playing, will be a good metronome. So I'll be talking about this one and why it is important. So before I continue, please subscribe, let me know what your questions are, and feel free to leave a comment below. Why do you have to practice with metronome? It's such annoying sometimes because it feels like it's pushing us or it's dragging us. We don't always play completely mechanically in beating rhythm like a clock. And you should not play always like a same tempo because it may sound unmusical. However, it is important for all performers to have the capacity be in complete rhythm, steady rhythm or steady beat, so that when you choose to or when you have to, you can be. Often it has to do with the bow speed and coordination. Of course, the left hand has some role to play, but in my opinion, it often has to do coordinating or planning your bow speed and the action that comes along. So I'll first show you how to practice scale. I'm sure sooner or later one of your teachers or somebody else told you that it is important to practice scales with a metronome. Let's say leaving a quarter note 80 or 40 and then get too slurred like that. So I'm gonna explain to you what a lot of teachers say. So I'll set metronome 80, quarter note 80. So often it is suggested in many scale books or by many teachers, so you shall pick one tempo and then add double or quadruple the notes like this. First, one note for 2 beats. And then once you're gone all the way up, and then the second step, the traditional method would suggest double speed. And then the next step in traditional method would be quadruple speed. And then now it gets 4 on each beat, so there's 8 times more. Great, but for most of us, it is quite a bit of push, quite hard. So don't worry too much about what is written as a metronome number, because if you can't play comfortably and relaxed, there's no point for you to push it through because it's not gonna work out. So feel free to slow down the bow speed. Instead of given number 80, why don't you start, I don't know, 50, then you can go comfortably. And when you have to double the bow speed by either slurring 2 notes or 4, instead of sticking to 50, maybe if you feel a little uneasy, get a little slower and gradually get to the point. So don't always push yourself to the hardest one, which is a goal, but take extra step by doing a little slower so that you learn how your motions are on your both arms, and so that you learn how to do it in a relaxed manner without being forcefully way, and that's how one gets a bad habit. So I'll show you how to do. So I set, instead of metronome 80, I set in 50. And then I'll play one note for 2 beats. having hard time to have this one controlled. My bow shakes. I feel like I don't have complete control. You can try a couple more times. See if you can do. If you still find it, your right arm is not relaxed enough, you're losing control, the bow is not sitting well on the string, the bow is shaking, etc. Then just feel free to lower the speed a little. So I go to 40. And then the instant peace right away, that you can breathe and you can see what you're doing, right or wrong. That way you're going to be able to control. Do a couple of times until you feel more stable, and then gradually get a little faster to the tempo 40 that you wanted to do. So after a couple of times of trying, then I get a little faster by 44. Until you feel stable, then move on to the goal tempo, which is 50, and then you will see right away you have much more control. You can control even within that fast speed, and then you will see how much more relaxed you are playing. Short, do not force yourself to the setup metronome number. Do set up as a goal, but alternate your practicing routine. Go a little slower tempo. See if you can find this relaxed way of playing, and then move up to the tempo in the same relaxed way. That way, no matter how fast, how slow it is, you will always have the control of your playing. Another thing that you can also try is vibrate your left hand. A lot of traditional methods says do not vibrate while playing scales, but I find vibrating helps a lot for your left hand to be relaxed, because in order for you to vibrate healthy way, your left hand has to be completely ideal position. By vibrating, not only you're finding your ideal hand position for your left hand, but also you're making your intonation more stable. Vibrato should be nice and calm, not one of those a little emotional vibrato we sometimes do when you're playing dramatic pieces, meaning the wide and fast one. Not like this one, but more calm, not too fast, like this. Not too wide, rather on the slower side. Focusing on the relax your left hand position, and while calculating the bow speed on your right hand. So also watch your bow, make sure that's in the right sounding point, meaning most of the time when you keep your bow parallel to the bridge, it will sound nice and beautiful. I hope this video was helpful. This could be for any level, beginner to all the way professionals, because the basics are always a good idea to come back to and remind yourself what important things are. Happy playing. Bye.